In this video, we learn how the exposure meter works. The exposure meter looks like a number line that you can see. Now let's see the effect of changing different values on this exposure meter. First, let's take the shutter speed. If I decrease the shutter speed, I'm letting in more light in the camera, so the meter starts to go towards from the negative to the positive side. And if I do the opposite, that is, if I increase the shutter speed, I'm letting in less light in the camera, so it moves towards the minus side. Let's see what aperture does. If I increase the f-stop number, I make the aperture hole smaller, so the camera loses light and the meter moves towards the negative side. Opposite is the case if I go from a bigger f-stop number to a smaller f-stop number. When it comes to ISO, if I increase the ISO number, the meter goes towards the plus side. And if I decrease the ISO number, the meter loses light, or the camera rather loses light, and the meter goes towards the minus side. So now that you're understanding how the meter reacts to the different amount of light that each setting lets in, it's time to see how it affects our shots. So let's say if I change the settings in such a way that the meter is showing towards the minus side, and if I take a shot, you will see that the shot comes out underexposed or dark. Now let's say I change the settings to let in more light in the camera. So I decrease the shutter speed, which increases the amount of light coming in the camera, and you can see that the meter is pointing towards the plus side. If I take a shot right now, it'll come out overexposed, as you can see in the video. Now let's take another shot which is even brighter. So we go back to our settings, and then let's say if we decrease the shutter speed from 1/200 to 1/60, it lets in even more light in the camera and the meter moves more towards the plus side. Now if we take a shot, it's going to come out even more overexposed than the last shot, as you can see in the video. Our job is to shoot when the meter is in the center. That will give us a perfectly exposed shot. So let's suppose if I increase the shutter speed and decrease the ISO, we can get the meter back to the center because we've lost some light. But that's good for us because now we can get a perfectly exposed shot. So I bring my hand in front of me, and if I take the shot, this time you'll notice that the resulting shot is neither too dark nor too bright.